everyone, my name is Kristi and I am the Principal Enchantress at House of Trixie Blue, and today we are talking about hen parties. Oh yes, the big wonderful thing on everyone's lips is hen parties! And with me today we have our most fabulous senior hen party coordinator, the lovely Jo!
I'm Jo, and yes, I am the Senior Hen Party Coordinator here at House of Trixie Blue, which means I book all the lovely hen parties and organise teachers to make sure that you have a fabulous time.
Jo, it sounds like you have a pretty hard job because not only that, you instruct yourself, don't you?
I certainly do. I love it very, very much. Hen parties are fun, exciting. I mean, who doesn't want to spend the last single party hens?
I know, it's one of the best things that could possibly happen, isn't it? It's so much fun. And as well as being principal, I am also one of the hen party instructors too. So we get the opportunity to stay doing the things that we love here at the Blue House. So, Jo, I thought we could have a little conversation about hen party, if is that all right with you?
Yeah, definitely. I love talking about hen parties.
Oh, good. Lemon, great. So, everyone, before we do get started, this is filmed on the Zoom software. Oh, yeah, we are Zoom crazy at this moment in 2021. So, if there is any glitches or anything like that, it's all right. It just adds to the authenticity of the moment. So, don't worry, peeps, if you're watching, it's all going to be live and exciting for you. So, anything could happen. Right, I'm going to get me readers so we can read out a few questions because I've got a few questions to ask Jo, and then I might even answer them myself. Ooh, I don't know, I've got me book and everything. Right, oh Jo, seriously, should we start off with a good one? Jo, well, what hen parties do you actually teach?
Well, quite a lot. The list is kind of endless, really, because I started off only teaching burlesque and 80s. They were the first two themes that I ever learned how to do. And, things change though, popularity changes. So at the moment, last year, unfortunately, before things got cancelled, Spice Girls went crazy, and we just had so many Spice Girls hen parties booked in. And obviously a classic single ladies, Beyonce. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of grease lightning. I love a bit of grease. Oh yeah, oh yeah. But you know what? Often groups of ladies get in touch with companies and they like something a bit bespoke. So I have done over the last, I know, over the last 18 months, I think the bespoke parties I've done have been a bit of 9 to 5 line dancing. I have done some dirty dancing, Christina Aguilera. I mean, oh, sorry, just dirty Christina Aguilera. Who wouldn't want to do a bit of that? And my favourite in 2020/2019 was definitely Bad Romance, Lady Gaga. I loved doing that. That was really, really good.
And I'm
So I guess I'm saying any theme's a goer.
anything, you're right, aren't you, Jo? Anything really goes. I'll tell you now, I am so jealous about the Lady Gaga Bad Romance. I mean, what a belt in tune, and the choreography looked amazing. Like, seriously, I wish I was on that bloody hen party. So, yeah, posing that question to myself, I'm quite an old school hen party teacher in the sense that very much with the musical theatre styles or like the themes, like you said, from Greece all the way through Dirty Dancing. But one of my favourite things I've ever taught for a hen party was flamenco. Now, I'm not a flamenco performer or flamenco teacher, but I've had flamenco lessons and we made it into something so cool and very, very different. So it spans from genres all the way through to styles and everything, doesn't it? Also, we don't just teach the dance ones, do we?
No, no. We get a little bit cheeky, don't we?
Oh.
Very cheeky, in fact. So I have been known to turn into goddess debonair and do a little bit of dominatrix. Indeed. So I've had to learn about fetishes and some of the maybe riskier side of like what machismo and sadism and things like that, which I had never ever even touched upon until a few years ago. But that was fun, that was exciting, and the hens absolutely love it. You get a little gentle whip, a little bit of a gentle whipping going and gentle spanking. Who doesn't? I know. But slightly tamer than that, though. We do a bit of life drawing, don't we?
Yes, we
Yeah.
certainly do. So we
So,
do the dominatrix side, Joe. It's so much fun, isn't it? It's such a different world that we can embody everybody and encourage everybody to take advantage of. But yeah, we do some life drawing. We do life drawing. We also have the opportunity to do flirt and seduce and tantalize and tease, all of the naughtier aspects of a hen party that you might find at, say, an Ann Summers party, all very much tongue in cheek and lots of fun. So we've got that, and there's loads. We've got
I
loads.
know.
It's very difficult to like put a full stop in that particular question because we could go on forever. So to sum it up, we do anything in it.
Yeah. You can think of it, we can do it.
And very much willing and ready.
Oh,
I don't mind saying that at all. So brilliant. That's amazing. And do you know what? I just can't wait to get onto my 2 feet and start dancing the night away with everybody again with a cheeky glass of prosecco, perhaps.
fizz and bubble.
Yes. Okay. On to the next question. Now, this one is going to be difficult because I know you've been teaching for blooming ages and ages, right? But what is your favourite hen party that you have ever taught? The style or the actual party with the people there?
Okay, I think I can actually visualize one particular party that I'll never ever 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 forget it. So it was burlesque style, and it was a 2 hour party. So that's a long time to be with a group of ladies, but it was amazing. So it was here in Newcastle City Centre, and it was in a venue called Mr. Lynch's. And we had a tiny little room, like a little back room, and there were 42 ladies. Okay. So the company knew I had 42 ladies, but there wasn't quite enough props for everything. So they had to share around a little bit. Some people were with one glove and things like that. But it was absolutely amazing. We couldn't all stand up together in the room. Some people were sitting on sofas around the room and things like that. And we learned all of our techniques. And then they had to perform their little routines in groups, in smaller groups, to be able to have space to move around. And I got them to be each other's audiences and to encourage a little bit. And then the most memorable part of the party was towards the end, I teach a bit of tassel twirling, very simple tassel twirling. And the bride, who'd had a few drinks, a few cocktails by this point, she saw me tassel twirl for the first time to show her, and she squealed with excitement. She was so thrilled that she was going to get the chance to do some tassel twirling. It was truly memorable because that is quite a few years ago I'm talking, and it stuck with me because they were just so excited about it, and it was really good fun. So that burlesque party was probably one of my favorites to teach, but in general, I absolutely adore teaching an 80s theme because I love the energy and the cheesiness, and yeah, I just love it.
Oh my God, that sounds like so much fun. I love it when people really enjoy what you're doing and they want to be part of it. And that's lush. What a nice part of that party. Bless
I
them.
know, it was amazing.
So did they enjoy the tasseling?
Oh, they absolutely loved it. And the barmen probably did too as well. I think they were like, what's going on?
Do you know what? That sounds amazing. Like, so much fun. Again, it's like I said before about the Bad Romance Lady Gaga. I'm jealous I wasn't there because party. Just if you just cut us in half, it would just say party girl through me bloody brownie thing like a Blackpool Pleasure Beach rock. Terrible. So yeah, like with me, it's such a difficult question, and I feel really guilty of asking it. And you answered it so beautifully. And I don't think I can be as eloquent, unfortunately, because the party that sticks in my head doesn't stick in my head for the wrong reasons, but it sticks in my head for an embarrassment factor. 90% of the time, you get the opportunity to create a wonderful rapport with your hens, and it's so much fun. But there is a 10% where you create a proper friendship and that you continue to share stories of the wedding and catch up with each other over the years. But we always have the opportunity to have a lot of fun 90% of the time, and then you have the 10% where we always remain friends. Now, there was this one party, and it's definitely not my favourite style to teach. I'm more of a dance teacher in that respect. I love teaching burlesque. Burlesque is my favourite to teach. It just makes me feel happy. But I was teaching a 50 Shades of Grey hen party where you had the opportunity to be part and privy of the story. You could be part of the narrative of the book, and you could delve into the depths of very, very light BDSM behaviour in the bar. And it was quite a small party who I still talk to this day, and it's probably about 6-7 years ago this party, so it's a long blooming time. And there was an element to this party that nobody realised, and I didn't realise until maybe the day before that this was going to happen, that during a 50 Shades of Grey you have the opportunity to learn all the techniques of BDSM and dominatrix and things like that, as well as sign all the contracts that you would do with Kristi and Grey if you were in the narrative, right? But we had a real life Christian Grey come to the bar. He was booked with the party. The only person who knew was me the day before and the maid of honour. The rest of them, and especially the bride, did not know. Oh my God. And when he walked in, everybody's jaws dropped. He played the part so well. Oh my good grief in heaven. And one of the pictures is featured on the House of Trixie Blue Hen Party website of this actual thing. So check that out. It'll be in the description bar down below. So this went on, and we had a riot. There was screaming, being silly, and I was mortified, and I'm normally never that person that can blush. But I was quite mortified because he went for it. Oh my good grief. I'm going to keep it there for what happened because it's between us and the hens. But I can tell you now, I was that flustered that I had left my jacket, my house keys, and my phone on the bar as I was leaving, and I had to come back in whilst Christian Grey was still there, getting dressed. I had run all the way home and had left my keys, and I was very mortified as I had to go back. It wasn't too bad because he wasn't bad looking, like he was alright. He was a bit of alright, was Christian Grey. So that is the hen party that will stick with me forever.
Oh my God. It's not a story before either. So I love that I'm learning all about new hen parties too.
Do you know what, Joe? I just left a little bit out as well for the tease factor. I'm not telling everybody because what happens on hen parties stays on hen parties, doesn't it? We don't broadcast.
No.
Oh my goodness! And I can tell you now, it was a shame. Moving on. So our next question. Oh, it is Joe, right? Okay. So what is your favourite thing about teaching hen parties?
So I think it's, well, normally it's And it's the friendship factor, the fact that the friends who are like the bridesmaids have put in so much effort and so much thought behind it, especially when they're all in matching outfits and accessories. But I think for me as well, once you get towards the end of the party, I'm talking about a dance party here mainly, and they've learned the routine and they come together. And I do the bit at the end where we get a video of it or photographs, and you can see them like come together as a team. Because often there'll be people there who are all friends with the bride, but they don't necessarily know each other. So it's lovely, lovely, lovely to see them come together as a team, as one, and perform those like final performances. I just love that. And the fact that they've walked in the room at the beginning and they didn't know any of these dance moves, or some of them don't even know the song if it's a bespoke one. And then they walk out 90 minutes later with a routine in their back pocket to go and like strut their stuff on the dance floor. I love that element of it at the end, like the team, the camaraderie, the friendship. It's wonderful, definitely.
Oh, that's so lush. But it's true though, that is a wonderful part of hen parties, and it's something that you wouldn't necessarily put hand in hand because it sounds like it isn't going to be fun when it has all those elements of having the opportunity to perform, and people get quite scared at that word, don't they? Perform at the
Yeah.
end. But it is because it's a shared experience, isn't it? And everyone really enjoys it.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much the same. Really, I love that shared experience that everybody is using their own experiences and bringing them to the table, and you find out who either the dancers are of the group that people didn't know, or they find out that they can actually dance, and they're my favourites. If they are the ones that are the very quiet in the corner ones that are actually proper break dancers and proper smacking it around and throwing some shapes, or you have the ones that have this dance move and they can't quite get it and they get so annoyed and then they get it and you're like, yay!
yeah,
That's great, isn't it? It's just, and I
yeah,
think any dance teaching that one transfers through. I love to see it. People do that. It's
yeah.
great.
When they take ownership of it as well, and you can see them putting their own like style in and everything. I just love it.
I know it's great, isn't it? It's great, and like if people were quite apprehensive to watch them blossom in that 90 minute to 2 hour
Yeah,
session, is quite a nice. Well, yeah, it's quite a nice thing, isn't it? It's nice to watch people come out of their shell and come into their own. I do think that's one of the best parts about hen parties, really, isn't it? Having everybody just do it all together, even if it is some song that they don't like, as long as they can all do it together, they feel less silly, doesn't it?
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, missing teaching now, Joe.
Yeah, I know. I nearly said that just then. Just talking about them like this, like it's starting to make me feel excited for eventually when we can, but I'm missing it really, really badly.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? Like missing that opportunity of not that apprehension on a Friday night, say, before you have a full day of parties on a Saturday. It's a nice little buzz. It's all about the show business. Bit like your t-shirt with the show must go on. Yay! Beautifully modelled there. Oh, I love it. Oh, I do. I'm starting to get excited about the hen party season. It's coming this year, next year, whichever it will be here. Oh, there's one more question. There's just one more. Just one more. Yeah. So, how do you make your parties fun and special?
Oh, well, I think possibly linked to what I've just said, the teacher in me definitely is quite nurturing. So I want to, if I can, try and learn as many names as possible, because that definitely helps. So that if you notice anyone, like you said, like not quite sure on the moves and stuff, you can help and encourage and all that kind of thing. Um, and I think my personality, I think because I get so passionate about teaching, about them learning the routine, I get a bit overexcited. And I think my excitement just bubbles into the people. And I do find myself sometimes saying, oh, I'm sorry, I've got a bit carried away. Let me just rewind a little bit because I know what I'm like. I get excited about the fact that it's going to come together. And so I think I'm naturally quite an energetic person from that point of view, but definitely trying to learn names and making everyone feel special and warm and that I am watching and paying attention and noticing when people need help or things like that. And making sure there's a party atmosphere going on. So pumping the music up loud when we need to, keeping it low when we're learning. Just being aware. And you know, that comes, you said before, so 9 years I've been doing hen parties, which is a really, really long time. And you learn how people react in a room and how to, when it's time to be really crazy and party and when it's time to kind of chill it down a notch and give people a chance to have a little chat and a giggle and laugh about their antics that they did last night. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so you also have to be a bit mean sometimes because when those hungover hens come in, you've got to say to them, come on, ladies, pull it together. Like, you're here, you mean business. Get over that hangover and get dancing.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds I want to go on one of your hen parties now.
Well, what you should.
I know we should. Seriously, that would be a really cool thing, wouldn't it? Be like the hen party branch, have a hen party. Oh God, don't encourage that idea because you know that's going to come out. You know that's going to come out. That's not a bad thing. But no, there's such lovely ways to make something so special for some people. It's like one of the most special things you could do is create that atmosphere, and it's a difficult thing to do. So you have that naturally, which is lush, which is great. Hence why you are our senior coordinator. Like, come on, that's why. But yeah, in the same vein, with a very similar aspect, I would employ a lot of what you've just said there, a lot of what you've just said. But also, I'm a crescendo person. I like to start them off unexpected, so I don't know what's happening. I like to tease and build up that anticipation until it gets really, really high, and then sometimes it's difficult to come down and calm down. But I like to tease about a bit and be a little bit daft and a bit silly, knowing people's names and mostly finding out who those troublemakers are so I can roll them up so we can have lots of trouble making. Hey! So, Joe, it has been a pleasure to have a chat with you all things hen parties, and it's been just bloomin' wonderful to reconnect in the world of hens.
I know. And get excited about when we can teach again.
I know, I can't believe it. It's going to be great and it's going to be fun. So, thank you all very much for watching. And, Joe, do you have any parting words for us all?
Just party on.
Yeah!
Let's party on. Party in your kitchen while you can, and then we'll see you on the dance floor.
Oh, I love it. So, yes, thank you everybody for watching, and I really, really hope that you're staying safe and fabulous. And we shall see you very soon.